Hi, it's Jessica with Jessie Mary & Co. I'm walking through how to choose a template for your website. And when I work with clients on my semi-custom designs, we do this for them. We give like a short list with the pros and cons. But whether you're working with a designer or whether you're looking for a template they're going to work on yourself, I hope this helps like kind of narrow it down because I know there's a lot. This is to go with a blog post that goes into more detail as well, so definitely look for that blog post at jessicashepherd.com. So I'm on ProPhotos store just as an example. Squarespace has a store like this, or a lot of designers have individual stores. But this has a lot of them, which is why I chose here to start. So first, you're just gonna look, for something that catches your eye is the first one though. Let's say this one. So I talk about my blog post, like seeing who the designer is and seeing what else they do. But first we're gonna look at the site. And then, okay, so we'll definitely make sure we're viewing it in mobile to get a feel on all platforms. And then we're gonna come back and look at that later, but for now I'm gonna go and see what else this designer does. So quite a few templates. And you can definitely see like a similar style between them, so I like that. You could take it a step further and actually like look at their website. All that is here. But let's go back to the original website we were looking at. So one thing, you want to look at pages to see what is included. Some websites really have like, either it could be a one-page website, it could have, some of them have a lot. They might have 10, they might have landing pages, services pages, all these extra thank you pages. And others are just going to have like really a few base pages, and that's one of the differences I see between the price. So this looks like we have, we don't have a ton, but we have everything basic we need. We've got a portfolio, we've got different kinds of portfolios. So right now we're looking at function really. What pages are there? How does it work? Is it working on all the platforms? And just kind of clicking around. And I would do the same on mobile, just making sure it looks good on all the platforms. So we have services and making sure you really like kind of all the pages. And I'm looking at general layouts more than like specific colors. We have the blog, there's some nice touches. And certain things, like I don't love this. I don't feel like the blog is laid out very well. However, that's a pretty simple fix, and I mean for me it's definitely like a really quick fix, but my guess is a lot of people can figure out how to reformat this to a way they might like better. And then we have an IG landing page, which is a nice little extra to have this page that looks really good on mobile instead of paying for like one of the premium services that do this. So overall, function-wise, it looks pretty good to me. It looks like it's an experienced designer. So the next thing you want to do is think about how your stuff is going to fit in. Is your logo going to work well on, right in the middle like this? Certain logos really don't work centered. They work better on the side. And again, this depends on your level of how much you're willing to customize it. I can easily redo a header. For someone else, it might be a little harder to move that stuff around. So you might, if you're going in yourself, your skill level is on the beginner side or so, you might want to find something that works right there. And will your photos kind of work well? Do you have like 4 different things here that you want to put here? Is it going to display your information the way you want your information displayed? And then last but not least is the colors. I mean, you can definitely change, especially these big block colors. Those will be very easy to change. But I'm more say for vibe. Is this going to work for you? Does that fit with the style of your business? Those are the main things. And then you want to go through and see it on all the pages. Don't just look at the home page. Make sure you're really looking and seeing, like, is this about page going to work for me? And the services page. And something I do a lot when I'm working with templates is I'll actually I might look at the about page and decide that layout makes a great services page. So don't be afraid to decide you're going to use this page for something slightly different than it was intended for. That's really about just switching out your content, which you're going to do anyway. Or you can duplicate, you like the about page, you can use it for the about and the pricing, and maybe just move one or two things around, and then it will work for both pages. So this doesn't have like a lot of sections is what I notice. Like, it's fairly short as I scroll down. I think the home page was a little longer. And I did just notice there's also a single page version, which is interesting. And that I actually probably like that better. So yeah, overall, I think this could work for the right person. So it's really deciding. And then if you want to take it one step further, if you're like, okay, I really don't know how my logo is going to look. I really don't know how my photos are going to look in this header here. You could take a screenshot and like open Photoshop and like mock it up. Just like Adobe XD is great too if you're familiar with it. Just toss in your logo there. Toss in your, your photos in these spots. And just see if it's going to work for you before you buy it. And that really will give you a feel for how it might look with your images, especially something opinionated like this section. That might be really nice to throw your stuff in and see if it really works for you. So if you have questions, feel free to drop me a line on the contact page on my site or on Instagram. I'm at Jessie Mary Co. Bye.